Okay, I'm gonna briefly explain why loneliness is actually a blessing and how you can use it to how you can use it as a blessing. Right? Not going off any script here. I'm not like a guru or anything, but this is just from personal experience on how you can based from me, right? Just my own example of how your loneliness was actually a blessing. It's not even loneliness, to be so honest, it's just reflection. So, briefly, a year ago, I was about a year and a half ago, I was lost. I was like extremely lost. I was not focused in life at all. I was not. I was not happy. I had no directions. I had no direction on what I want to do, what I need to do. I was blaming my family and everything. And I started just self isolating. I started being quote unquote lonely. And that taught me a lot. Like, it taught me a lot about myself that I previously didn't know. It taught me a lot about my environment um, that I didn't know. Like, I had to downsize on my environment. I have to downsize on the stuff I own and everything. So I mean, whoever finds this video, like maybe you can take away something from this, but this is just more like a reference point for my future self. See how far I came. So to just give a little bit of example, right? This is my room right now. This is literally my room right now. I used to have a TV. I used to have an Xbox. I used to have like stacks of books, and I used to. This is just water, by the way. I thought the bottle was cool. I used to have like a whole bunch of like motivational quotes posted everywhere. And I was like wondering why was I not getting stuff done despite like if you think this is a lot, like consistency and some quote I wrote up and picture of Muhammad Ali and a board I never freaking use. Well, back then, my room used to be just filled with pictures and art I did and everything. And that was so distracting that I didn't get anything done. Like I used to have stacks of books too. But basically throughout my period of isolation and loneliness, um, it brought me closer to, well, I can't put this in any other words, brought me closer to God. It brought me closer to what I really need versus what I don't need. Right? Now, obviously, I'm not perfect. Like, I don't smoke as much as I used to. I don't, I don't touch a green anymore, you know. But um, yeah, I had to get rid of a lot of things, and I used to have a bookshelf too. Like it was just from middle school. It was just a whole lot of stuff I don't really need anymore. Dude, hopefully, hopefully, been picking up my voice actually. But this room is small, so hopefully it echoes. Here's a earbud or microphone. But essentially, what I really need is I figure what I really need is just some books, right? Some books like about literature, about human psychology, about just leading, being a leader, and a little bit about fashion history and the history and it's like I don't have to explain it. But I used to have stacks of books about like what I used to read in childhood and everything, and that was just so distracting. I like my bookshelf was filled with like Hot Wheels and everything. I still have the Hot Wheels actually. Still have like this is the Koenigsegg and the Mustang and the Range Rover, the Acura and the Caddy truck. But man, I downsized so much, and that got rid of so much distractions. Um, yeah, I had so much things I didn't need, like so much clothes I didn't really wear. I end up just giving them. I end up just leaving them in the city for homeless people. And I used to have like LED lights and everything, and that was just so distracting. Like I used to wonder why I wasn't able to get like notes or journal or journaling done. It's because I had all this stuff. Um, to be so perfectly honest with you, this I don't even need this bed because what I do is I actually sleep on the floor. Um, it's good for your back and minimize time too. Like for me, if I have to get ready for bed, I have to wear a different set of clothes. I have to like get comfortable in the bed and do whatever. But I mean, other people can call this laziness, but I see this as a minimalization, right? Minimalism. And my living situation right now is actually very simple. Like all the stuff that I'll eventually put in storage, it's just in a box right here. And my closet actually is my meditation place because it's so dark in there. I can just sit there and drift off in my mind. Um, yeah, if you're seeing this video, it probably means that you have to downsize, you have to get rid of a lot of things because chances are you have a lot of ambition, you have a lot of goals to achieve, but because of the things around you, because everything that's been cluttered around, you can't focus. It's another story, but I practically had to destroy my TV and Xbox to focus on myself. And hope this is actually picking up my voice extremely well. I hope. And I had to throw away so much stuff, like sleeping bag, um, a lot of like stuff that I thought I needed, but in reality I didn't. It just I think no matter what, neither as a man or a woman, simplicity is the best way to go. You know, you just need somewhere to sleep. You need some basic creature comforts, like I have this heater. I have this chair right here. I have a cigarette. I have my headphone. I have freedom to learn or to go outside. I have a statue of the Buddha and Bible, New Testament. King James, I heard, is the best version. But yeah, in reality, like when you start taking accountability for all the stuff you own, you probably realize that you don't need half of it. Right? Like, again, like I'm just giving examples because chances are that you're seeing this video because you feel very cluttered in life. So, for example, one of my favorite music artists, Nas. So I have a poster of him, and I don't watch boxing like that, but Muhammad Ali just basically reminds me that I had to fight. I had to fight for some things in life. Consistency, I used to lack a lot of consistency. Bruce Lee reminds me of training. And Kanye West, one of my favorite rappers too, music artist. And over here I have a poster thing that says "Fear God." Just every day I wake up and I just see that first thing in the morning. This reinforces my belief in the divine. Two buckets things to hold my clothes. 2 containers to hold my clothes. Obviously I have my phone for entertainment purposes, but it's also good to read a little bit about other things. Like I have like a boat catalog. I have National Geographics. I have some science books and fashion books. And obviously over here I have the books about like philosophy and history and stuff like that. And because I'm interested in the military, like I missed my chance. That's another story, but I missed my chance of joining the military when I was younger. Let me take a sip of this. But they did send me the guide on how to become a Marine. So I have it on my like small table over here to just alongside with the Bruce Lee thing over there, just to remind me of like training. Remind me to train, to do the hard thing. And yeah, obviously I can downsize more, but that's not needed right now. Yeah, you need to downsize. You need to get rid of a lot of things. And even though it doesn't seem like it, once you get rid of a lot of things, your mind will actually become clear. And that's it.